What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're back to the normal. We got Ryan, we got the treehouse. Hey. There's no snow. I mean, this is anything that we could ask for on Christmas week. We've got a couple holiday themed products for you here today as well. Ryan, why don't you come on in and take a look at 3 cereals that we have. Of course, on the holiday end, we've got Elf cereal and a Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch, but most importantly, the Christmas gift that we all needed from Kellogg's, the Oatmeal Cream Pie Little Debbie cereal. That is a 10 out of 10 gimmick. We're just gonna spoil the end of this video. So, well, I say let's not waste any time here. Let's get into tasting. Now, that said, the Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch is pretty much an annual tradition at this point, just not one that we've ever reviewed before. They did get a updated box design this year, including, this one is the kind of reindeer version. There's also a Santa version. There's a kind of a snowy version. But, well, it looks like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. CTC meets STCTC. Boy, that is a real mouthful. So here is the sugar cookie toast crunch. See what it tastes like dry. That regular base, that wheat and rice mix cereal is really the star of the show. The cinnamon usually takes away some of the spotlight of the baseline cereal in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And this does kind of nullify that. You do get a little bit of that, that kind of Voortman's hard sugar cookie holiday stuff. You know, like that classic Christmas cookie kind of vibe to it, which is good. All right, so we've got some milk in the bowl here. So I guess we'll see how it tastes.
Get an action shot of the bowl.
All right, let's do it. I'm trying to milk it as quickly as I can.
Wake up at 5 o'clock, milk your bowls of cereal.
Gotta milk them. Cheers. It tastes exactly like Cinnamon Toast Crunch once you apply some milk to it, you know? But it is making the milk a little bit sweeter. By the way, I found this in a normal size box, thank God, at Giant in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. Very good. That brings us to our next holiday themed cereal today. It is Elf cereal. We've got it sweetened corn puffs, so basically like Kix, with holiday tree marshmallows. Now, the corn puffs are actually maple syrup flavored. So that sounds like a definite holiday cereal to me. Ryan, you want to take a look at the cereal here. We've got the marshmallow trees in kind of a pinkish red and green. That is definitely maple. It's got a little waffle crisp vibe to it. Tastes pretty good. And this was $1.99 at Schnucks in Evansville, Indiana. My mom also found a box at H-E-B. She was asking for some credit, so we'll give it to her. All right, so let's see what it's like in milk here. Cheers. The maple's a little less intense in the milk, but I do like maple, so I don't know if it's necessarily better in the milk. This is one where I definitely recommend letting it set for a while. It's carving my mouth up. I mean, it's Cap'n Crunch style. I mean, it's like little baby razor blades, essentially. So, yeah, that's definitely a con. You gotta milk this one pretty good. And that brings us to the star of the show here today. Kellogg's actually made a Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie cereal. which I think when all those Twinkie cereals were coming out, the Post ones, I think we had even talked about in the comments section, like, we need some Little Debbie cereals. It's not the Nutty Buddies, those are my favorite, but I feel like it's probably the one that's going to lend itself to a cereal the best. The design is just phenomenal. You really cannot possibly just envision a better product than that from a gimmick standpoint. Two brands working together super harmoniously. The actual pieces themselves look more like glazed donuts or something.
Yeah.
Like cake donuts.
Yeah, definitely.
$2.50 at Giant in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Ooh, they are weirdly soft. I was expecting like some hard, gritty texture. They're so soft. It's got some of that taste.
They really look like cake donuts.
They really look like cake donuts.
Absolutely right. Man, I cannot stop staring at that box.
It's the best. It is the best cereal of 2020, and it took all but a week for it to get here. All right. It really feels like the kind of cereal you'd only be able to find in a family size box.
Oh, yeah.
But I found it in a regular size box, which that is just...
The smaller box really compresses all of the features into a small...
And it doesn't have a giant strip that says family size on the top, which is obnoxious and distracting. All right, let's see what it's like in milk. You're definitely getting a lot of that oatmeal cookie flavor, but you're getting none of the cream flavor. It is just mostly more like a brown sugar kind of taste than it's like a... Like out of the box, because of the thick layer of glaze, it did have more of the kind of cream flavor to it. In the bowl, none at all. It is nice to have a nice soft textured cereal after that Elf just tore my mouth up. So that is a welcome change of pace. So the Gimmick Grade, boy, Elf cereal. I mean, we've got it's an existing movie tie-in. Boy, I sure wish we could have a Home Alone cereal. But,
crazy.
I mean, we've shown off a Home Alone 2 themed Kellogg's Raisin Bran box before, but never a Home Alone actual cereal. I've never seen the movie, so I can't fully appreciate the gimmick, but I understand that this guy Will Ferrell puts maple syrup on everything, and it's maple syrup themed. So that seems pretty brilliant. I feel like if Elf is something that you're just more familiar with than I am, then you probably would give it a bonus point or two. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 Gimmick Grade. I think it's a great idea. Look, why not? Why not do it? It's a movie that gets shown this time of year pretty much every day of the week, right?
What's on the back of the box?
So it's Buddy the Elf clausometer measuring spirit, Christmas spirit. So
that's what powers Santa's sleigh, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
Okay. I don't know.
For Santa's gas power, you better be eating this cereal.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I wish I probably should have researched by watching this movie, but I can't. I'm just not a movie guy except Home Alone. So Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch. This is basically an annual tradition now. It's been out for about 5 years. I think that the box redesign is absolutely phenomenal. I love the...
It's a stocking.
I love the guys. Yeah, it is a stocking.
I just noticed that.
It is a stocking. It's got all the different character guys. I love that the back is not like just a distracting amount of nonsense. It's just...
face.
It's just a face. You already bought the box. We don't have to sell you Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch. So I love the simplicity, and I love that I was able to find it also in a non-family size. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 Gimmick Grade. Of course, 10 out of 10 Gimmick Grade for the star of the show today, the Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie cereal. It's one that you wish for and you hope for, and when you started seeing all those Twinkie cereals and all that, you started saying, maybe it could happen. And then it did. So outstanding execution, and one that I will definitely remember for a long, long time. Now, Capsule Countdown. I gotta say, even though I really wanted to love it the most, the Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie cereal has to be third place for taste. Once you hit it with milk, it just basically tasted like brown sugar, just straight brown sugar. Out of the box before the milk, it was maybe a little bit better, a little bit more balanced of a flavor. Actually tasted more like a cream pie than like a just straight up oatmeal cookie. Not bad, but definitely could have been a little bit better. I did enjoy the softer texture of the cereal, so I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10 in third place on today's Capsule Countdown. Second place, gonna go to the Elf cereal. The thing about the Elf cereal is, out of the box, I think I liked it maybe even a little bit better than the Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch. Did a great job of really capturing a pretty intense maple syrup flavor. The marshmallows, look, I'm not a big marshmallow guy. They really didn't add or subtract from the flavor at all, but a pretty solid flavor out of the box. In the bowl, it just shoving spoonfuls of it in your mouth is just a recipe for disaster. I don't know if I'm gonna fully recover. Should not have been the first review of the day, that's for sure. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 in second place on today's Capsule Countdown. And that means first place is the Sugar Cookie Toast Crunch. Look, when you've got that Cinnamon Toast Crunch base, that cereal that's pretty much the perfect texture, the perfect taste, and then you're adding on just a different type of sugar, it gives you such a advantage over the competition that it really wasn't super fair. I did think that it was different enough from Cinnamon Toast Crunch to warrant being a whole new product, but also familiar enough that it did benefit from one of the best existing cereals kind of flavor profile. In milk, really even more similar to Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. First place on today's Capsule Countdown. Look, it's not as good as regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but definitely worth picking up for that one time a year. Now, we've been talking about some movies. Today, of course, it is Christmas time, and that means I'm watching Home Alone all the time. And even though it's nothing that you can eat or drink, it is from the archives. It is the 1991 Talking Kevin doll from THQ. I'm gonna hold my mic right up to it here and pull the knob. Does it still work after all these years? I made my family disappear. What else do you say? Y'all give up or are you thirsty for more? That's right. You gotta get that trademark scream in there. Holy cow, I can talk. This is definitely something that I am very glad to have in my collection, and you know, it just kind of fell right with us talking about movies. Why are we giving Elf all the spotlight? It's time to bring some Home Alone into the mix. Now, speaking of Christmas, on Christmas Day, Ryan and I have got a bonus review coming for you. So that is this Friday. We're going to be talking about 2 flavors of Oreo bark and also the Smart Food Snickerdoodle popcorn that we promised you a few reviews ago. So, of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you, and we'll see you on a special edition review on Friday.